Walking outdoors should feel natural. But for many people after 60, that slowly begins to change. The ground no longer feels predictable. Small uneven surfaces, stones, roots, or even a slightly irregular sidewalk make the body hesitate. The legs become more cautious, and confidence fades without warning. Not because strength has disappeared, but because the body has stopped organizing itself well before each step. This is where what we call garden Geta comes in, a method inspired by traditional Japanese principles, created in a time when people walked on dirt, stone, and natural paths every day. There were no perfect floors. The body learned to prepare for each step instead of simply throwing itself forward. Garden Geta brings that logic back. In Japan, especially in rural regions and in Okinawa, people did not train balance on perfect surfaces. They moved over dirt, stone, grass, and uneven paths. The traditional use of Geta, those wooden sandals, was not just to elevate the foot. It taught the body how to organize itself better on the ground. Garden Geta does not use the footwear. It uses the principle, feeling the ground, controlling weight, and organizing the body before each step. That is exactly what is missing when walking outdoors starts to feel unsafe. Before we continue, write your name and your age in the comments. I read them whenever I can, and it helps this content reach more people who also want to move better and more safely after 60. Now, let's get to what really matters. When you practice Garden Geta, choose a safe place, preferably outdoors, but on level ground. It can be a garden, a quiet sidewalk, or even inside your home if that feels more comfortable. What matters is having space to take short steps without rushing. Start standing with your feet parallel, about hip-width apart. The knees are not locked. They stay slightly relaxed, as if ready to move at any moment. The torso stays upright but relaxed, without puffing the chest out or rounding the back. Before taking the first step, pause for a moment and feel your weight evenly distributed between both legs. Now step 1 foot forward, but much less than a normal step. Imagine you are walking in a garden with uneven ground and don't want to rush. The step is intentionally short. When the heel of the front foot touches the ground, do not move your body forward right away. First, let the entire foot settle on the ground, feeling the contact. Only after that do you slowly transfer your body weight onto that front leg. Do not throw yourself forward. The torso remains upright, and the movement happens smoothly from the ground up. When your weight is fully supported on that leg, make a small pause, about 1 second. This pause is essential. It teaches the body to accept weight with control. Then bring the back foot forward and prepare for the next step, repeating the same process on the other side. Short step. Heel first. Full foot on the ground. Slow weight transfer. Brief pause. Continue like this, as if you were walking in slow motion. During the movement, you should feel your legs working, especially the thighs and hips, but without pain or impact. Your breathing should remain natural. If you notice that you are holding your breath or speeding up, slow down. Garden Geta does not work when rushed. To begin, walk this way for 2 to 3 minutes. That is enough to teach the body the correct pattern. Over time, you can increase to 5 minutes once a day. There is no need for more than that. The benefit comes from daily repetition, not duration. If at any moment you feel insecure, do the movement near a wall, a handrail, or a bench just for psychological support. The goal is confidence, not challenge. With regular practice, what changes is not only leg strength, but the way the body organizes itself before each step. Walking on uneven ground requires less effort. Fear decreases. Balance improves. and movement starts to feel natural again, as it always should. That is the principle of garden Geta. Not walking faster, not forcing more, but walking better, with control, awareness, and safety every day. Over time, something else begins to change. The first step becomes more secure. The legs stop feeling heavy at the start of movement. The body reacts better to irregular ground. Not because it suddenly became stronger, but because it learned to organize itself before each action. There is an important detail that almost no one mentions when talking about leg strength after 50. The problem is rarely lack of muscle. Most of the time, it is lack of synchronization. The muscles are still there, but they no longer activate in the right order. That is why the first step is usually the most insecure, not the 10th or the 20th. Garden Geta works exactly on this point. By slowing the step and adding a conscious pause, the brain remaps where the feet, knees, and hips are before moving forward. This improves proprioception, the body's ability to sense its position in space without looking. When this ability returns, the body reacts better to uneven ground, changes in direction, and small unexpected disturbances. Another lesser-known effect is the impact on the joints. Slow, controlled movements help distribute load more evenly across the ankles, knees, and hips, reducing overload on a single point. This explains why many people report less discomfort while walking, even without increasing strength or endurance. Over time, this type of practice changes something deeper: confidence. Not emotional confidence, but physical confidence. The body stops anticipating failure because it responds better. And when the body responds, the mind relaxes. That is how safety and independence are rebuilt, not through extreme effort, but through intelligent organization of movement. Garden Geta is not an isolated exercise. It fits into daily life. It can be done in the garden, the yard, the park, or even on a quiet sidewalk. 5 minutes are enough to remind the body how to walk with control. No impact, no rush, no fear. And when the body trusts its own step again, the mind follows. Walking outdoors stops demanding constant attention and becomes natural again. Confidence returns quietly, built step by step, exactly as it always should have been. If this movement made sense to you, like the video and share it with someone who feels insecure walking.